Sitting is one of the most unfavourable positions for the spine, so it's really important that, because so many of us do so much of our work sitting, that we get a really good sitting posture. So Mary is now sitting on a chair, and we've talked about finding the sit bones, and I want you to sit a little bit further forward, Mary, so you come actually onto those sit bones. Okay, so sitting nice and tall, all right? So if you just come and sit a bit further in the more the front of the seat altogether, actually, that's it, yes. Now back to talking about hip width apart. Mary will ideally be having her knees hip width apart, and again you've automatically actually got your feet hip width apart. And if just bring your ankle a bit further behind your knee. So it's all right to have it under the knee or in front, but not behind, okay? So either have it just below or tiny bit in front. Now this chair height is absolutely fine for Mary because she hasn't got her knee above the hip. But if you, if you have that, then you need to raise your chair. But also, Mary's feet reach nicely to the floor. If you find that your seat doesn't allow you to do that, then you need to put something under your feet so that you can have your feet flat, because then there's no strain at all. So you need to find that point where you're sitting right plumb on the sit bones. Mm-hmm. So you can often, people tend to be looking at the computer screen and you sort of come forward of your sit bones, okay? And then sometimes you slouch going back. Mm-hmm. And that immediately puts a bit of strain on your lower back. Mm-hmm. So the optimum sitting position is absolutely fair and square on top. Now, you've got a back to this chair, so if you wanted to have yourself feeling the back of the chair, you need to move your bottom right back. So move yourself right back so you're still sitting on those sit bones. And actually, you don't really want to be leaning back. You want to then have some kind of support in your back. Okay, so that way you can stay sitting, knees and feet hip width apart, okay, in a position that's putting the least amount of strain through your spine. So always find yourself on that position, so don't come forward and don't come back, and sit nice and tall. So always think of yourself as being tall through the front of your body, not just through your spine at the back, and that should feel nice and comfortable. With while we're here, we can talk about computer screens and things. So you want to make sure that if you've got your imaginary table here, that you're working at a level that allows the shoulders to stay relaxed. With a laptop, of course, unfortunately now you'd be looking down at the screen. So in an ideal world, you'd have an external keyboard if you're doing lots of work.
Yes,
on the laptop.
Unfortunately.
No, because you want to have your screen at eye level.
Yes.
Okay, and you want to have your keyboard at a level that you can just work without.
So what you're saying is, working on the computer, I shouldn't have to move at all from this position. I shouldn't.
Well, you can move around.
You're
not
yes,
stuck in one
it's
spot.
It's just that I've got a rather strange chair at work, which is supposed to be correct for the keyboard, but it sort of pushes me forward.
Well, just make sure you're on your sit bones.
Yes.
Okay, as simple as that. Anything further forward and you're going to be arching your back.
Yes.
So just being on your sit bone, finding the correct support for your feet if you need it, the correct support for your back if you need it.